Hello, media students. Today I'm going to show you how to your assignment in Flipgrid. So you're going to record a video and you'll need to allow all of the things. I'm recording myself recording a video. So we're going to use the effects button and we are going to use the whiteboard. So you can use something pretty basic. I wouldn't go too fancy in my background, so I'm just going to use a whiteboard there. And I don't want to split the screen. How do I not split the screen? There we go. I don't want it to see me. All right. So what we're going to do from here is I'm going to, I think from here I can write. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you how to, how I want you to do the assignment. Am I recording on my Flipgrid? I guess here. Okay, so I'm ready. All right, so for my web design, I put outside of the big banner at the top, I put my title in the center up here, and I used a serif font for that, and I contrasted that serif font. Notice I use the word contrast. I contrasted the serif font. Can I change my color of my ink? With the sans serif font that I used for the bulk of my writing. So my writing was here, my paragraph that I divided up. And then I had a paragraph here, and then I had a paragraph here, and then I had a paragraph here at the bottom. Okay, so this is my general layout, and I have some contrast between this text size and style and this text size and style. The next thing that I did was I made sure that my paragraphs were all aligned. So all the sentences started at the same line. I will show that by putting some yellow, I think, in. So all of my bulk of my writing were aligned along this line here. So that was how I used alignment. And then I talked about contrast. I'm going to talk about where I put my my logo itself. I'm going to use red for that. So my logo itself is over here. And I did that because I was trying to keep balance between the text and the logo itself. In terms of proximity, my paragraphs are all close together, so you know they go together. And because they're close to the image, you know that they are talking about the image. The other thing that I intentionally used was white space, and so I'm going to put purple for white space, I think, and show you where I used my white space. My negative space was important. So first off, I broke my paragraphs up so that I broke my paragraph up into several different paragraphs, so it wasn't one ginormous paragraph. So I used white space here, and I used it between the paragraphs to an extent by adding an extra space in there, and I used it between here and here, and then of course along the sides of the margins I used my white space. And then in terms of repetition, the only real repetition I have is, of course, the writing here, here, and here. I tried to match the font of my logo, so I'm going to do repetition in, maybe like a hot pinky color. I tried to do that in the font that is here and the font that is at the title here. So that was my attempt at repetition. So I have talked about all of the elements, and I hope that this explains my rationale for thinking about my design. Okay. All right, so for my web design, I put All right, so I can watch it back and I can of course change it, but that is what you're going to do in your Flipgrid. Is you don't even have to show your face. I do need to hear your voice, and I do need to see your drawing to show me where things were placed, and I do need you to use all the language of layout and composition. All right, if you've got questions, you can email me, and I look forward to listening to your rationale.